994 by Leroy Durrell. Here is your field. It will be Henry Thomas in lane 1 next to Patrick Williams, Mark Witherspoon coming back from the relay. Atlee Mahorn also ran in that race, as did Joe DeLoach, Augustine Albia, Jeff Williams, and Luis Pancho Morales.
100 meters is 109 yards, 1 foot, 1 inch, and there's a very fast man.
Joe DeLoach, 22 years of age. He's one of the athletes we spoke to before the meet. We asked him about his concentration in the 100 meters this season.
I understand the 200. I feel natural. I feel like I'm just a natural 200-meter runner. I go out there and don't have to really think about the race and just run it. Naturally, I know when to accelerate and when to maintain. Well, in the 100, it's a whole different thing. And, yes, I do feel like I'm capable of running really fast in the 100. And that's one of my objectives for this season and between now and the Olympic Games is to break that 200-meter mold that everybody's put Joe DeLoach in since I won the gold medal in the 200 meters.
There's Jumpin' Joe's talent. We called him Joltin' Joe. He was 8th ranked in the world in 1988. There's nothing the matter with his sprinting, but a fast 100 meters helps your 200-meter time. The time you see at 200 meters is the fastest ever run at sea level. There is DeLoach, young man from Texas that was recruited by Carl Lewis, trains with him a lot. He said Carl has been a tremendous inspiration in his life as a friend and as a training partner. There's a man who might even be in better shape than Joe DeLoach, Mark Witherspoon. And he beat Carl and said it really helped him psychologically continue on running in 1987 at the National Championships. He's in tremendous physical shape. We'll see how mentally strong he is against DeLoach. Henry Thomas, another member of the Santa Monica Track Club, ranked number 8th in the world in the past, and he was the anchor man that you saw earlier today, race Tony Dees to the virtual dead heat.
Perhaps the best all-around sprinter in the world, Henry Thomas. 10:15 is his personal best for 100 meters, 20.18 at 200 meters, 45.05 at 400 meters. There's a good look at Atlee Mahorn from Canada.
He's been world ranked among the top 10 at 200 meters in the past. In the race, now a senior at Cal Berkeley, is Atlee Mahorn.
He is also the Canadian national record holder at 20.20. Born in Jamaica, as was Ben Johnson, ironically enough. He was also the Commonwealth champion at 200 meters back in 1986.
Watch DeLoach in lane 6. We've got a little time here. The key lanes to watch, I think, are lane 2 with Henry Thomas, lane 4 with Mark Witherspoon, Joe DeLoach in 6. There is Atlee Mahorn. Fastest times ever run. The A stands for altitude. Calvin Smith did it at our U.S. Olympic Festival in 1983. Jimmy Hines at Mexico City. The other times were run at sea level. Burrell at our TAC National Championships on his home track in Houston last year. Carl Lewis did it at the Olympics. Almost missed the fastest time ever run when he leaned up at the tape just a little bit when he realized he wasn't going to catch Ben, but it didn't make quite the difference, and he's the world record holder now.
I wonder what it's going to mean for Joe DeLoach. He has beaten his idol, Carl Lewis, at the 200. Perhaps Joe considers that his better event. I wonder what you have to do psychologically to beat a guy that you look up to for so long at his best event. I wonder if that poses some kind of a psychological hurdle.
I really, knowing Joe DeLoach, don't think it does. Let's watch, see who gets out of the blocks well. Watch lane 6.
Good start. Witherspoon appearing to pull away. Witherspoon with Williams on his left. Williams, Witherspoon, I think.
Pat Williams, can you believe that, from the University of Idaho? That is the upset, certainly of 1990 in sprinting throughout the world.
Forgive our stunned silence during the race. The crowd couldn't believe it either. There's about 6,000 people in the stands here. And for a guy from the University of Idaho, Pat Williams, whose PR coming in was 10:25, has just stolen a race from some of the best flat sprinters in the world. Let's take another look.
Absolutely unbelievable. He got away evenly. He was out with Witherspoon and also DeLoach. I am sure everybody in the stand saying, can I see a replay? What is it? You at home can see it. He had control of the race all the way. Look at this. Even a man faster than he is with longer legs on the closing last few yards, Witherspoon, could not catch him.
He'll be at the far right of your screen as our camera concentrates on the Witherspoon Mahorn DeLoach setup in the middle of the track. But watch the man in dark shorts and white shirt to the right of your screen, powering down the strip, holding Witherspoon at bay. Good charge by Witherspoon, good lean at the tape.
Unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, that was not a windy race. It's legal. We have 10.05 seconds.